Hello, it's Adventure, it's day 22. Can you believe it? We're nearly at Christmas. This is Advent. We're celebrating the coming of Jesus into the world. Today I want to say, follow his star. I've been reflecting on this story of the Magi visiting the Messiah. In Matthew chapter 2 it says, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him. They were Magi, which are sort of Eastern astrologers. We know they weren't kings, right? We know that there weren't necessarily three of them, or there may have been a lot more. And they travelled from the east on this long journey, hundreds of miles, and they've come to worship the king. And they say, we saw his star. Whose star? The king's star. They're looking for the Messiah, they're looking for the king, and they want to worship the king. And this is a really interesting journey that these wise men, these Magi, these astrologers are on. You and I may be following all sorts of things, but let's follow his star. Herod was disturbed when he heard this, because he didn't know that there was supposed to be another king around. He of course believed that he was the only king and he should be ruling, and he saw this as a direct threat upon his authority and his power. And so he calls together the religious leaders, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and he asks them the question where the Messiah is going to be born. And they say in Bethlehem, and they quote this prophecy from Micah to say, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. So they knew that this Messiah, this king, was going to be born in Bethlehem, and it's already been prophesied hundreds of years before in the Old Testament. So then Herod calls the Magi together secretly, and he tries to find out the exact time when this star has appeared, because he wants to know the timing of this king appearing. And then he sends them off to Bethlehem. Now this is interesting, isn't it? Where do they go to find this king? They know this king is in Bethlehem. The religious leaders don't go there. Herod doesn't go there. But the wise men go there. They've come to worship him. And it says, and then Herod says to them, as soon as you find him, report to me so that I too may go and worship him. Yeah, right. After they'd heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. They bowed down and worshipped him. This, of course, we do know this may not have been at the time when Jesus was born. This may have been up to 2 years later. They're living in a house at this point, but the star leads them to the king, and when they find the king, the Messiah, the chosen one, Jesus, they worship him. They bow down. He's the one that they're looking for. He's the one that has been leading them forward. His star has been leading them to himself. And this journey of life that you and I are on, where is it leading us to? Who are we going towards? Hopefully it's not follow your heart like many of the Christmas movies that we're watching at the moment. Follow his star to find him and to worship him and to put him first in our life. And that's what I am doing today. May you and I worship him Put him first. May he be part of everything that we do. May he flow through our lives, our comings and goings. Amen. God bless us all.